Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We are looking at the possible engagement of Rachael Kirkconnell and Matt James. Now, listen, hold on, wait, before you share this. I have zero proof. I have no receipts. I just think we're on the precipice of another Bachelor engagement. I really do. I believe it's coming up soon. They're about to hit their 1-year anniversary. They may be engaged already. A source had reached out to me, not saying they're engaged, but a source reached out to me, which basically said, start looking for a ring. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'll play a clip from them at SummerSlam over the weekend. I hope they're doing a lot of summer slamming. I'm sure they are. And in the meantime, do me a favor and SummerSlam your finger on top of that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can go to patreon.com/Dave Neal for updated information, behind the scenes chatter about my YouTube channel and all the likes. That's where you get all the bonus content. All right, let's get right into it. So first things first, I'll play for you this clip. Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell at date night at SummerSlam. I have to tell you, I'll play you their social media afterwards. There is no couple I enjoy watching more. I don't know. There's some couples, it just doesn't do it for me with their social media. Dylan and Hannah Godwin, God bless their souls. I'm sure my social media game with my fiance is kind of boring. I don't know. You can follow me at DNeals if you want to find out. But, there's just some couples you go, ugh, what do they do? Oh, good. They're building a living room. Awesome, fun. Yet everything that Rachael Kirkconnell and Matt James do just looks like so much fun. They're just like electric biking their way around town, eating the best foods, having a blast. I have to warn them, though. Your bodies cannot withstand all of the stuff you're putting into them. Trust me, 36. I know he's a supreme athlete and she's, very skinny, so I'm sure it's not a problem. But anyway, not to say it's a problem if you just want to eat charcuterie boards the rest of your life. Let me join you. Let me just eat the scraps left over from you guys. All right, so here they are at the red carpet, whatever you want to call it here, at SummerSlam. Let's just play this conversation, how adorable they are together. Let's just have a watch.
Both look incredibly happy, and that's lovely to see.
Incredibly happy.
Can you just reflect on that journey now? Because happiness, love, is clear for everyone to see. How have people reacted to where you are now and the happiness and the love you have?
Obviously it was a bit of a journey, but I think we're in a really good place. I think we've had a lot of love come our way, but I like to think that even though people have been super, super nice, we just like to focus on each other and put all of that aside and let that outside noise, stay a little more quiet these days. So it's been good, though. We've been good.
Yeah, I agree. I think that we just needed our time, and like Rachael said, there's been a lot of love that's been thrown our way, and it's been nice to be on our own lane, doing our own thing, and spend a lot of time together. So. And
speaking of lanes, e-bike. That was a hilarious kind of, but it's a surprise. Well, it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
How's it going? How are you riding? Who's riding it more? And what has it brought to your relationship?
Well, okay, so I've been stealing his bike, so that's really where it came from. I think he was tired of me taking his bike, so he was like, you know what, you need your own. But no, those are so fun. We have a good time zipping around the city on those. So.
Yeah, we both got our own wheels now, so. No more taking my bike. She's got her own. But the funny thing is, I ride her bike more than I ride my own now.
I love his laugh. Listen for his laugh.
So really, he might have gotten it for himself.
One thing I've learned just from interacting with you is that it appears that television shows one thing, real life relationships are a different thing. Is the importance of day-to-day real life the focus now?
Definitely the latter.
Yeah, I think the importance has always been to just seek authenticity, and that's what drew me to Rachael, and to go at our own pace and not fall victim to other people's expectations, and that's kind of what we continue to do, and it's working for us.
What advice would you give, having been on your journey, which was obviously a unique journey, but nonetheless, what advice would you give anyone now in that show who's facing what life is like on the show and then afterwards?
I would just tell them to follow their heart. You just got to be authentic and real to yourself. And I think that everyone kind of diverts back to that. You can only be fake and phony for so long, and then we're all just creatures of habit. So the sooner you realize who you are and how real it is, the easier it's going to be for all the women to accept that and to find what you're looking for. But I'm excited for anybody pursuing their love. I think everyone deserves it, and it's worked for us, so hopefully it'll work for the next person.
The way that you were posing there looked very WWE. Could you reflect on, is tonight the audition, and how would you feel about that?
WWE.
I don't know if I'm ready to compete with those men and women. I mean, you got someone like Goldberg who's in his 50s who's freaking picking up 250-pound men and slamming them.
I would be in full support of it, though, I must say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would love to see him get out there. I don't know how good he would be, but I think he'd be pretty entertaining.
I'm a competitor.
Thank you for watching.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, here we go. Matt James, breaking news, folks. Breaking news. It looks like Matt James may be, we don't need Billy Bush over here. Matt James may be on WWE. So they're at SummerSlam. We'll show you Matt James' Instagram stories from that. And of course, we also have, if you didn't watch my video, I gotta show this to you. It's just the kindest thing in the world. Have a listen.
Okay, we had a very important shipment come in about 3 days ago.
Make you cry.
And Rachel thinks that it's for someone else. Little does she know, this Super 73 bike is hers. We're telling her that we're putting it together for somebody else, but little does she know, when it's all put together, it's actually gonna be gifted to her. I've been having to be very secretive about this for almost a month. And I hate keeping secrets, but I think it's gonna be well worth it. Now she has her own bike, and we'll be able to mob the streets together.
This bike's
I cry every time I watch this.
Yeah, it is.
Watch
I
your
ordered you your own bike. So you don't have to ride it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Every time. Every time. So that's what they were talking about on the red carpet, about her getting her own bike there. He got her a bike. Oh, how cute. SummerSlam, 1 year anniversary coming up. The couple that's gone to hell and back. They've dealt with so much adversity. And his message really is about authenticity. He said he was attracted to her authenticity. He was attracted to the fact that, he kind of knew what he was going to get there. And he says, they just needed their time. This was probably the most information we've gotten out of these two in their post-Bachelor life. This is the most that we've gotten here. Rachael Kirkconnell says it's been a bit of a journey. I'd say a bit of a journey, all right. I mean, she was being hounded by paparazzi. There were secret rendezvous. There was things being said in public. She was setting a friendly ultimatum to say, hey, make me official or I'm going to go find someone else. Which, ladies, what a great lesson to learn here. Now, Matt James was in a very unique scenario where he was trying to keep the relationship on the DL, but because of that, he was kind of also living his other side of his life. And look, there is no MapQuest, to make an old term here, to direct us into how to navigate these sorts of situations. It was a once-in-a-lifetime situation. She gave him this little ultimatum. He made the right choice. He made the choice to pursue love. She said, let outside noise stay quiet. A lot of love has come our way. And then Matt James says its importance is to seek out authenticity, to go at our own pace, to not fall victim to others' expectations. I mean, you want to talk about falling victim to others' expectations? That's literally what The Bachelor is. It's about a 3-week engagement. You know what I mean? It's about you get to know each other. You meet for 3 or 4 weeks. You date a handful of people. You go to a fantasy suite. Whereas Matt James, and a lot of people said that Katie Thurston, obviously her season followed Matt James. A lot of people said the producers didn't like her. And part of my thought was, well, maybe it's because she wouldn't let the producers dictate what she was going to do and how she was going to present herself. With Matt James, he didn't have sex with anyone in the fantasy suite. He didn't want that to be something that happens on the show. He wasn't willing to, go to certain places for the sake of the show. And in the end, he didn't want to propose. He said, you know what? This is ridiculous. I like her. I love her. That's my person. But I don't need to give them a Neal Lane ring. That's why it was so funny when the interviewer says, speaking of lanes, I thought he was going to say Neal Lane, but of course he meant bike lanes. But speaking of Neal lanes, he said, look, that's just not going to be the thing I do. So anyway, here they are. This is from the SummerSlam, the red carpet event.
That's right. Official vehicle of the WWE. We are on our way to SummerSlam. John Cena, Randy Orton, Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks.
So we never got to see this personality whatsoever. We saw glimpses of Matt James during his season. We saw him on group dates where he was kind of like footloose and free, running around. He's shoveling dirt in the farm with one girl. He's kissing her. He's running around. We started to see that, but I actually believe it's way more infectious, and I mean that in a positive way, because a lot of times when something's infectious on Bachelor, it's something you need to see a doctor about. But his infection is his smile, his way of charming whoever he is in the presence of. I thought they could have got better seats than that, though.
Come on.
They're having the time of their lives. All right, well, they're not all winners right there. Okay, here they are. There he is. So he's been out doing his thing. I'll show you some of his story because there's a few. So here they are doing some sort of charity event, 24 hours in Cincinnati. I believe it's him and Dylan Barber. Maybe not in that photo, but there's Dylan right there. So there they are doing their thing. First a fight at Coco, but here he is. He's just having a blast. He does all these like packaged video things for different sports shows. Like he'll get the hockey, like he'll be the guy who's like banging the drum or ringing the siren. He's just your ultimate hype man. Matt James is the ultimate hype man. Hire him for your birthday parties. He'll just show up and get everyone pumped. So there he was. Okay, so now we've got Rachael Kirkconnell. Now listen, like I said, I know this video's sort of fluff. I get it. I know it's sort of fluff. I don't have any certain information that they're engaged. And if they were engaged, I wouldn't want to be the one to spoil it. I wouldn't want to be the one if they wanted their engagement to be, nice and quiet. But a boy can speculate, right? I can still speculate. They're my favorite couple. I'm in full support of them. So obviously we're not doing engagement rings, but who does one on the boat anyway, right? So whether or not they have an engagement ring is out of my pay grade, but some photos from their recent trip. I believe they were back in Florida. I could be wrong. Not exactly sure where they are. Feeding the pigs here, of course. Very nice. There they are. They're looking good. They've defied all the odds. All I can say is they've defied all the odds. They're out there doing their thing. They're enjoying life, and we don't see a ring on the finger. But hey, who needs it? We're not. Honestly, it's really not about that. It's just about being happy for who they are and what they're doing. Piper James says, "I'd love to see you happy." Emmanuel Acho says, "We get it. Y'all are cute." Emmanuel Acho, he did, I've been critical of, how he handled the Sha'Carri Richardson situation. Look, he, just like anyone who works in some form of journalism, every day he's got to have a strong point of view about something. You're bound to not get it all right. God knows I have, every other video I say something wrong. Even breastfeeding, I was told. I shouldn't say breastfeeding because not everyone has the ability to breastfeed. We should feeding your child. The point is we try our best. Emmanuel Acho tried his best during the After the Final Rose to bring together two people, Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell. Whatever they had worked out behind the screen, they were not going to give that to Bachelor. They were not, and again, it wasn't exactly the Bachelor producers' fault for what happened with the all of the racial and social issues that came from the season regarding pictures that surfaced of her, likes and this and that. A lot of people judged who she was based on things that they read or saw from her past. Once people got to know her, I think they gave her the benefit of the doubt. But was it too far gone in the moment? Had people made up their mind too far in the moment? And also, look, it's complicated. But the fact that they're still together, the fact that they're sharing, good news with people, the fact that they're, committed to doing a lot of charity work and learning a lot about social issues that exist out there is a perfect testament to why you don't want to deplatform people, why you don't want to silence people, because if given the chance to take the right route, a lot of people will pursue that enlightenment. And I see this couple doing just that. Of course, my comment right there, not me zooming in on every photo looking for the ring. My bad, guilty as charged. So anyway, we've really enjoyed them. But like I said, I was told to look out for an engagement ring. So if anyone finds a photo with an engagement ring, let me know. At this point, I'm pretty sure, if you don't want it to be in the news, I feel like you just don't wear it at all, because God knows you're going to get spotted with a photo. But let's see if there's anything left. Now, that's all we got there. She's sitting at 784,000 followers. Most leads hit 1 million. Matt James at 918,000. No surprises there, knowing the demographics of Bachelor Nation, that the extra 80,000 votes have not been found to get him up to 1 million. Katie Thurston just hit 1 million. Look, it doesn't mean I'm not disappointed. I'm just not surprised. I'm not surprised that our first Black Bachelor hasn't hit 1 million followers on Instagram, and our first Black Bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay, also hasn't. Has she finally hit it? Let's see. Why do I bring this up? I bring this up because so many people say, race isn't an issue on the show. It's not a thing. People are overinflating it. 943,000 followers. I'm here to say it is a thing. It might not be 0 followers versus 1 million followers, but how come these folks haven't crossed that 1 million threshold? You know what I mean? He's doing good charity. He runs a fantastic Instagram, and it makes you wonder. Do yourself a favor, check and see if you're followed to them. It wouldn't hurt. We've got some other issues coming up. Victoria Larson had called a contestant on Bachelor in Paradise aggressive, crazy, and psychotic. We're going to talk about the ramifications of that, and we have some other content come. So just stick around. We'll have videos coming up all week long. Are they engaged? Are they not? Let me know what you guys think. In the end, I'm happy they're staying in their lane. I'm happy if they are engaged, that they're not telling anybody, and they're just enjoying, life together. It looks like they're having a blast. Let me know what you guys think. We'll see you later. Bye now.